All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a pod review today on this one right here, and this is called the Tricolor Variegata Pepper, and it's basically a variegated plant. And this is the end of the year, so the colors aren't really going to be exhibiting very well. But if you put this plant out in full sun and it's like mid-season and it's really hot and summery, you're going to get some really beautiful purplish colors mixed in with greens, couple different shades of green, and of course this albino gene that expresses itself, like you can see here. Okay, so it's a very beautiful plant, and I did reviews on this in the past, but we're going to revisit this, and we're going to take a better look at it. So let's pick one of these and give you an idea what the pepper looks like, as I have to get around the flexuosum. That's what they look like this, but when these pods start ripening, they get very striped in nature. They can get very striped and patterned, nice patterns to them. Or, you know, if they're not getting any sunlight, they're just going to stay green like that. But wherever the sunlight is getting to it, they're going to get really nice pattern to them. And they get like a striping color, but that striping color vanishes once they get fully ripe. So here it is. That is the Tricolor Variegata ripened. I'll give you a good look at it. That's what they look like. I don't know what's a good angle here. I'm trying to get you up close to the skin. You can still see some of the spots and patching they get spotty and patchy and some stripes and different color patterns on them. It's quite a beautiful pepper, quite frankly. Here, I'll give you a look at the, here's one that might be getting some striping on it. The light's not that good here, so that's what they kind of look like. Or if they're getting really a lot of sun, they're just going to be really purple like this. Try to get you right on there. They're going to be nice and purpley like that. So, and these plants, if you bring them in for the winter, they'll continue to put out peppers pretty much all winter. Just keep it under good light. You know, keep it in the south-facing side of your house where it gets some sunlight along with the artificial light you're giving it. And they'll do just fine. You can winter them over fine. In fact, I'm wintering this one over, and we're going to plant that out next year, I guess, in a pot. We'll keep it in the driveway, and just let it where it's getting the best sun, you know. And we'll see what its full potential is out in the sun. I really want you to see the nice purple, the light purpling blends that it gets inside the foliage, along with the green and the white. It really looks amazing. They're very, very beautiful pepper. But anyway, that's it right there. And so let's turn you around and give that a go. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a pod review today. It's going to be on this pepper right here, and this is called the Tricolor Variegata Pepper. And it's an ornamental variety of pepper, but you can eat these peppers. I wouldn't necessarily grow this variety specifically to eat this pepper. I mean, there are literally thousands of pepper varieties to do that with. This is more of an ornamental variety, and this particular type of variety is generally grown because of the foliage. But they do make peppers, and they are edible, and that's what we're here today to do, is to do a taste test on some of these peppers. So, trying to get you in there so you can see. It's got some really unique patterns into it, but those patterns pretty much disappear once it ripens. So, any striping or spots or splotches you get on there, that'll all vanish once it's fully ripened. So, here it is. Let's give it a go. Whew, that thing's got some heat on it, man. Ow. Ooh. Sorry, my back went out. But man, the heat on that thing, whew, that thing's cranking. Okay, let's touch the flavor. The flavor has a typical annum flavor, but not like bell pepper type flavors. This tastes more like a bird pepper. Or if you want to use that term of ornamental pepper, ornamental peppers generally have like a certain kind of flavor to them. They don't necessarily taste like bird peppers, though they kind of do. This particular one has that kind of flavor to it. It's a little bit tangy, but it's got this really rich flavor of ornamental or bird pepper flavor, if you want to kind of guide you into an area where you can relate it to. It's got that flavor to it, and it's very nice. It's a very nice flavor. Now, as far as the heat goes, the heat on this thing is pretty wicked and intense. It's a very intense, striking type of burn. It's hitting me like the way a Pekin or a Tapine type pepper would hit your tongue. They are in the annum family. And so annums have a certain way of being aggressive. Annum burns are generally, they're very unique in the way their burn is. Once you get used to eating a lot of hot peppers, you'll start to see the nuances. But it's different than the it's not very different, but it's different than a Chianti or a Chenensi. I think I'm saying that. I've been saying Chianti wrong. I think it's Chenensi. That's the way you should be saying it. I don't know why I say that. But it's different than that. Chenensis have a... they're more of a vicious type of burn. Now, however, the Pekins and Tapines have a very vicious type of burn too. But in their own way. It's not quite the same thing. It's more localized. So I basically chewed it here. The burn pretty much dominated that area. And it's already coming down, so it's relatively pretty short-lived. But it burned the whole side of my tongue. Everywhere I chewed. The tongue, the gums, the roof of my mouth a little bit under the tongue. The whole side of it burned. And it goes right back down that side of my throat. I guess because I swallowed it from that direction, so it was on this side of my mouth, and I swallowed it down that way, I guess. I don't know. But it burned the back of my throat, on that side of my throat, and down a little bit warm, coming down into your esophagus and everything. And it's a little warm in the stomach, too. But it's a very striking and attacking type of burn, like a... direct like a Tapine or a Pekin would do. As soon as you eat a Pekin, you're on fire. And that's kind of what this is. It's a direct, striking type of burn. If I was to put a Scoville on this thing, I'd say between 20 and 30,000. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, oh, well, you're doing pod reviews in the hundreds of thousands on the Chenensis. Yeah, and the thing is that it's a different type of an attack. Chenensis burns they take time to build. When you eat like a habanero or a scorpion or something like that, they take time to build that heat, and so your body's slowly getting ready to prepare for that, and you deal with it a little bit differently. However, when you're doing taste tests on these type of peppers, these Capsicum annuum variety, Glablusicolum, or this is just a Capsicum annuum, but like the Glablusicolums, those wild peppers, as soon as you eat them, the full force of the heat comes out instantly, and you're dealing with that right up front. So it's more of a shock. It may not be as hot as a Chenensi, but it's more shocking to your system because it's straight, direct, and instantaneous. It's like it'd be the difference of you sticking your foot in the water and slowly getting yourself into the pool. As you're going into water, you kind of warm up a little bit. You're slowly getting deeper and deeper in there. The water's rising, and then it's the difference between that and then say jumping directly into the pool and going all the way under. And getting you acclimated that way. It's like a full shock system, which is, in my opinion, a better way to acclimate when you're going to the water. But when it comes to peppers, it's a little different. But that's what it's like. So it's similar. It's just a striking, direct attack burn, whether you're ready or not. Here it comes, that kind of a thing, and you have to deal with it right away. So that's really the difference. But it's a pretty aggressive burn. I'm going to be honest with you. You will definitely you'll be definitely taking on a burn ride for this one. So it's a good pepper. I have grown this pepper now for, I don't know, a better part of 6 years, on and off throughout the years. I don't grow every year, but on and off throughout the years. And then I winter them over, and I grow them outdoors, and I let it go to a full production. But it's a fun variety to grow because of all the colors that this thing puts out. And during the midsummer part of the season, it really puts out a lot of really cool colors. And if you keep them next to some other of your other variegated peppers, they really look cool, because they're like little splashes of purple in between the other ones, that you may have that may not be purplish in variegation, but they're a really nice pepper. So, but what I'll do is whatever information I get on the Tricolor Variegata Pepper, whatever information I have on that, I will put it down in the description, and I will also put a link below where it'll take you to the website where you can purchase the seeds if you want to give this one a grow. And you are looking at my my hoodie, my HR Seeds hoodie. I'm going to make some new designs, guys, by the way, for my t-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff. It's not just going to be heirloom reviews and HR Seeds. I'm going to put some other stuff on there. I'm going to make them really cool designs. So, but we'll work on that in the future. That's a side point. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.